Hey, what's going on? Hey! Oh! What's going on? It's Bill Burr, and this is the Thursday afternoon just before Friday, Monday morning podcast, and I'm just checking in on you. I'm eating my balls, do, on the damn stage, boom, 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 boom. Oh, Freckles is paying the fucking price. He's paying the price. Every comedian that has a special coming out, in the next couple of weeks, whenever the fuck they're putting it out, I believe the rumor. I heard a rumor. Bananarama. Oh, yeah. When are they going to get back together, huh? Fuck. Every year that goes by, everybody was talking about when's Guns N' Roses going to get back together? When's Axl and Slash going to... But what about Bananarama? I heard a rumor they were getting back together for a summer fucking tour. I'm paying the price every goddamn... all the comedians out there are paying. Who have a special coming out is that you just go on stage and you have, you got nothing. You got one little pea shooter and then you got a slingshot and fucking whatever. 2 months earlier, you had a howitzer of a fucking act. And it's the weirdest fucking thing. Just imagine if you're an athlete or something, like every couple of years you had to relearn, not all the mechanics, but you just couldn't hit the jump shot anymore. You had to fucking, that shot was in my repertoire. Now I got to relearn how to fucking do this, but in a different way. I got to do it. I got to shoot it with my left hand now because they already saw me do it with my right hand. And then the more you fucking do it, the more hours you put out, right? Then you go, when I got to bounce it off my fucking head because, you can't keep doing the same shit or everybody's like, more of the same. Dude, that reminds me of this thing you did on the other guy with this person, right? You just got to fucking deal with that. So last night, and of course I have to go on after Ian Edwards, Iaan Edwards, who's like, that guy, all he has is A-level fucking material, just up there murdering. And I went up there with my basic fucking horse shit. I was in a really fucking dark place. It's funny to be in a dark place and then mentally just and then to be talking about the shit that I was talking about. And I don't know, but I got to plow through this shit as far as I got to get past my anger. And I'm telling you, this fucking exercise that I did, that I'm really starting to think my shoulders, how fucked you put your shoulders up. Remember that bit I used to do? I think I was stuck in a defensive posture, like shell-shocked. You know what I mean? There's only so many times you can get slapped in the back of the head by bigger kids before your shoulders are just naturally up. Like you're already beginning to block whatever's coming at your fucking head. And I think I was kind of stuck in that. And, I was talking to some people about that. And it was like, well, there's physical ailments and then there's the emotional fucking trauma of what's going on with your life. And there's certain people that think they're related. Now, I don't know if you guys are into that hippie shit, man. But you look up this stuff, this is like one of these things when you go to look this up, you completely leave the medical profession in the United States of America. Like you start, the doctors slowly start wearing less and less shoes as you start to go further east with your looking for medical solutions. If you're looking for a medical solution in the United States of the Americas, it's going to be a guy in wingtip shoes with fucking dark socks, fully clothed, being like, okay, yeah, you got your rotator cuff is deep, we need to go in and operate and take the medial cartilage, the fucking MCL and all. They're going to give you this straight fucking how the body works. We've done an MRI. This is what the fuck is going on with your body. But then as you start to go, you start to step away from that shit, the pharmaceutical companies and all that. Not saying it's all bad. When was the last time we had a plague? For as much as the pharmaceutical companies allegedly created a heroin epidemic in this country by handing out opiates like Flintstone vitamins to fucking adults, there's also, nobody's walking around with scurvy. So that's something, right? I guess no one really walked around with scurvy, Bill. You had to be on a fucking boat, lost at sea, with no wind in your sails, and Iron Maiden singing, right? The curse it lived on in his high. Yeah, but the further you go down that rabbit hole, the longer the hair gets, then there's like, more loose fitting clothes, then it becomes sandals. And then just sort of the more, man, you start talking like this. And then I get all fucking uncomfortable. I'll look up some shit. I'm going to hit pause right now. I'm going to look up some shit about like the memories. Let me see what this fucking doctor looks like. Perfect. Fucking perfect. So I looked up memories held, and then immediately came up was in body. So, of course, Wikipedia has something. That's just going to be like, the old right there, Fred. So the first thing I scrolled down to that was not Wikipedia was Tiny Buddha. All right? And I swear to God, it says how to release the painful memories and emotions stored in your body by Jennifer Sterling. Of course, now they're going to let a woman do something, right? They're not going to let her in the wingtip world. So the picture you see is some Antonio Banderas-looking guy with the... I call it the gay cut T-shirt. The V-neck T-shirt that the fucking gay guys wear because they're all fucking in crazy shape. You know what I mean? It's not the dad bod cut. It's the gay male fucking cut where they have chest cleavage because they have 0% body fat. So the guy's dressed white on white with the gay cut tee and yoga pants, no fucking shoes, and he's on the beach. Not a hospital to be found. He looks like fucking a good-looking Tom Hanks in Castaway if he didn't give a fuck that he was castawayed. Castawayed, yeah. And he didn't need to talk to a soccer ball because he was so fucking centered and he breathed his way through. How the fuck did he become a castaway? I can't even remember. It must have been his ship sank, right? Or was he flying with Amelia Earhart? I don't know. Was it one of those Tarantino movies where he kind of fucks with history? All right, the cure for pain is in the pain, says somebody named Rumi. And then it says free download Buddha desktop wallpaper. That kind of kills it, when you have like a Jesus or a Buddha or a Muhammad like wallpaper. You know what I mean? Kind of cheeses it up a little bit. Now you think, okay, all right, let me read in my best yoga voice. Your body keeps a physical memory of all your experiences. You have lots of memories stored in your brain that you can recount at any given moment. You can call names, faces. Yeah, I get how my fucking brain works. What your fucking sandwich smelled like. But over time, these memories fade or change as time passes and we mature. However, even when the memory begins to fade from your brain, get to the fucking point, it lives in your body in the form of a physical sensation and behavior patterns. The body doesn't forget. Now, Jesus, what's your body from Hell's Kitchen? Hey, that was for fucking 20 years ago, you fucking piece of shit, right? Your brain's all forgiving, like, hey, man, like, not going to lie, I didn't enjoy it when it happened, but, God, I mean, just a sunny day. Just go out and enjoy it. All right, the events of our lives leave physical imprints in our bodies, especially when we experience trauma, stress and all this shit that cause the body to fight, flee, or freeze in order to cope. This is what I'm saying. I think I was all fucking, I was in a, after you take a couple of fucking right, left to the head, you just walk around. I just thought I have like fucking 40 years ago, whatever the fuck I was in high school, 40 years ago, was I 18? No, that was 30 years ago. 30 years ago, I was fucking 18. Yeah, oh, you knew that phone was going to ring. Oh, you fucking knew it. Who is this? Who the hell is this? I should have put it on pause. Who is this? Hello? Hello? Oh, for fuck's sake. Can you believe someone would pocket dial me during my podcast? You know what's funny is I don't even know who the fuck that was. I have no idea who the fuck that was. They have no idea who the fuck I am. That's what's always fascinated me about when you just fucking, just dial a wrong number. I've said this before, right? You dial a number and somebody says hello and you're like, yeah, hey, is Frank there? And they're like, who? And you're like, Frank! And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. They're like, I'm sorry. You have the wrong number. Now, I get wrong numbers. Everybody gets wrong numbers. Here's my question to you. Do you think you've ever accidentally called somebody famous? You know what I mean? Like you just fucking, I don't know, you just dial the wrong number and like Bill Clinton picked up, or fucking Obama. We'll throw a Republican in there, George Bush. Hey, is this daddy? Right? He fucking picks up, and he has to go through the same shit. Is is Frank there? And he said, there's no Frank here. I love it. And then they read the fucking number to you like you don't know what your number is. Is this blah? No, it isn't. That's why there's no Frank here. Anyways, let me continue on. All right, well, fuck all this shit. How do I get it out of me? Because my body, it never forgets. It's like fucking Liam Neeson. If you punch me in the fucking head in 7th grade. Wait a minute. I love that they finally gave Jamie Foxx the fucking Liam Neeson role. He has a movie coming out where it's one of those movies like, you fuck with my family, I'm going to fucking kill you. It's about time, They ran out of young white guys to give that to, and then they just kept going, like Liam Neeson. I mean, that guy's like what? Is he like 83? Didn't he play like fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi or some shit? All right, the first tool to put your emotional toolkit, the first tool to put in your emotional toolkit, and this is why I've never been able to get through this shit. Because who's going to know? Because I'm fucked up. But when I start to go down this road of doctors who don't wear shoes, like it's okay, the pictures that they have, okay, it says how to set New Year's goals you'll actually enjoy pursuing. And it's a stick figure sitting on a rainbow staring up at the sun with a big goofy smile on its face. And I don't know about you guys, but where I came from, that sort of happiness was not allowed. You basically were not allowed to be happy, and it was shamed. Fuck off! Oh, no, wait. Why am I letting that react? Why am I reacting to that? I have the power. I could have, what's funny? Right before I started this, I was thinking I should go into the settings, and I should just turn it off, and I didn't. So I created this situation. Not a dead Steve Jobs. Huh? I guess I could get upset with Steve Jobs with how fucking many times that thing rings before it goes to voicemail. But then I imagine that I could actually go into settings and I could determine that. I just don't have the patience. All right, the first tool. Okay, guys, your first tool to put in your emotional toolkit. This is the type of class I would go to with Nia. And she would just feel me either starting to get mad or just laughing at the thing. As she, being the fucking angel that she is, an open fucking channel would be like, okay, what is the first emotional tool? It's because she's a woman. She gets to fucking do that. Be like, oh my God, let's get some s'mores. They get to be like that. We're not. You don't have a fucking bottle opener. You got to use your teeth. It's just such stupid guy shit. And if you don't know how to fucking do that thing where you bring your beer up to the counter and fucking slam it down, you're somehow less of a man. I like how I'm putting all of my issues onto you guys. All right, let's see. Here we go. Okay, the first tool to put in your emotional toolbox, non-judgment. Oh, fuck. I mean, there goes my stand-up career. I mean, my entire fucking life is judging people. All right, when you feel emotionally triggered and tempted to turn to food or other addictive behaviors for comfort, maybe I am a drunk. Try not to judge the reaction. Our bodies are programmed to seek pleasure, not discomfort. So it's natural to try and find something to soothe the pain and make yourself feel better. The need to soothe yourself with food, I'm not a fat fuck, or other means, doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you human. Oh, God, this is just so gross. The second tool, permission. The third tool, release. I can't even read this. The fourth tool, forgiveness. Finally, time. Oh, my God, I'm into the wrong website. Jennifer Sterling is an emotional eating coach. Well, what the fuck is this? I'm at the wrong website. She helps women stop eating their feelings and release the physical and mental emotional weight that keeps them from feeling the absolute best. Download the Cravings Decoder Guide and uncover the hidden emotional meaning behind your food cravings. I don't want to be a fucking negative person, but doesn't that sound a little fucking generic? I was craving a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay, what that means is this. All right, where do you store your emotions? Where do you store your emotions? All right, now this person has a PhD, so imagine they're going to be wearing more clothes. They don't even have a picture. It may surprise you that emotions are not the sole product of your brain, but it might surprise you that this is going to say the same shit as the last website. And these emotions can be triggered through your body, work, meditation, breathing, blah, 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 blah. Use one. All right, evidently I'm never going to get cured because I can't get through this shit. Well, certainly not while doing a fucking podcast, you moron. Why did you just call yourself a moron there? Is that really what you thought? Or is that what people told you when you were younger? That's the type of shit where you just want to grab the person by their ankles and drag them out of their chair and then just walk out of the room. You still owe me for that session. Jesus Christ, I'm up against it, dude. Is this what it's like to become a parent? You just suddenly become hyper aware of how unqualified you are and what a fucking moron you are. Like someone's going to be looking at me like I have questions. Hey, I'm going to be talking to my kid like, hey, join the club. You think any of this shit makes sense to me? At least you're a kid and you can have the comfort of it's okay that you don't know shit. Wait till you get to be my age and you don't have an excuse. And there's that fucking, whatever the fuck is, the Michael Ray Richardson, Tyson, Sicily, whatever the fucking name is. Quaileaf Tyson. I forget what his name is. Like fucking, the guy who looks like the black cop on Barney Miller who fucking knows about black holes in the universe and is a fine wine connoisseur. That's the kind of person you need as a dad. That guy's got fucking answers. I was reading a thing on him. I can never remember this guy's fucking name. His last name is Tyson. DeGrasse Tyson. Tyson scientist. Tyson science. We'll go with that. That's going to be Mike Tyson's footwork. Neil deGrasse Tyson. This is why he's the shit. Because not only is he unbelievably intelligent and he knows that we came from trees or some shit, whatever the fuck he was saying. Thank God I don't do heavy drugs when I watch that guy's show. All right. He also was talking about how he's into wine, and he was talking about how when you finish a bottle of wine, you fill it up with water, or you go to, and you're pouring it out, it does that glub, glub, glub thing. He was just going, what you do is you just turn the bottle. As you turn the bottle, it causes a swirling effect, and basically because it's swirling down, then there's that hole in the middle, lets the air go in. So as the liquid's coming out, and the air can freely flow in to take up the space that the liquid once had, and it just flows right out. Plus, it looks fucking cool as you do it. So the next time you pour a big fucking glass of wine for some real housewife, because you can't wait to hold her Botox face in your hands, you don't want to fuck it up by glub, glub, glubbing it into a giant glass because it might go all over her fucking dress that she's going to wear once, Hey, look, that's what I get out of Neil deGrasse Tyson. I watched that show and I'm like, God damn it. As much as this guy just told me where we came from in the universe millions of years ago, or whatever, thousands, I don't know. Go back to Jesus. That was only, a couple thousand years ago. As much as he's teaching me about that, he's also on the side showing me how to bang a real housewife. Anyways, so I've continued to get rid of shit. And I'm still in my office. That's how much shit I had. I had 2 closets and everything in my room. And I've gotten rid of everything. And I might even do another pass because I have to tell you, I fucking walk in there now and I'm relaxed. I had no idea that when you walk in and there's a ton of shit, the level of stress that was bringing me, I'm fucking relaxed. I'm like, there's my drum kit, there's my guitar, there's where I keep my pens, Get it out of here. Anything that's coming in the house, get it the fuck out of here. So then yesterday, of course, how women are. You know how they are. I mean, if they're not fucking, watching a Real Housewife show, if they're not eating something, they're on Amazon buying something. They fucking consume shit. So, it's been the holidays, so we've had a bunch of boxes. People sending us stuff, we're sending them shit, and by my front door every day there's these fucking boxes. Okay? So what I always do is I take our fucking address off it, I put it through the paper, shredder, right? Then I cut the boxes up, and then I take them over to this fucking place that, one of those mailbox etc. places, and I say, here you go, here's some free fucking boxes. They take it. Now, I don't know if they throw it out like Goodwill, but I feel like I made the fucking effort, but I can't fucking keep the goddamn door clean. And I cut up like fucking 20 of these goddamn boxes. You know? Dude, you wait till you have a fucking baby. Everybody sends you shit. Everybody's sending you shit, socks, shoes, swings, all of this shit. And it's just like, I just love the amount of socks that they send you. It's like, it's not going to be able to walk for like the first fucking, I don't know, 6 months. What does it need socks for? What do you get me, a hang glider? I mean, that doesn't even make any fucking sense. I know the baby's got to keep its feet warm, but does it have to have one pair of socks for every fucking day of its 6-month life? You know, and then what? You got all these little socks. It's going to grow out of them in like fucking 10. Oh, Jesus. See, what level of a cunt would you have to be to look at the cutest thing ever, little baby socks, and it still makes you upset? See what I'm saying? Oh, I'll tell you, Freckles needs some help here. All right, let's get to some of the... Let's get to some of the announcements. Oh, by the way, everybody, I keep forgetting to promote this. The Patrice O'Neill Comedy Benefit, the 5th annual Patrice O'Neill Comedy Benefit. I still have a nice photo on the wall. Somebody did this great painting of him. The perfect size and all that. That I will never get rid of. Now, having said that, I don't need any more. All right, Patrice O'Neill Comedy Benefit. This is the 5th annual one at the New York City Center. All right, we're going to post the link and all of that. There's it's a 2,000-seater. We got a couple hundred seats left, and it's a great way to start your year. And it's one of my favorite shows of the year. Just getting to see all of the just all my friends, and now it's becoming like newer guys that were influenced by Patrice, and they come and they talk about the amazing comic that he was. And I got to tell you, that will never not be in the back of my head because I love the guy to death. But it's also like whenever someone will come up to me and give me a high compliment, as far as where I am in the comedy world right now as a stand-up comedian, I always think that's because Patrice isn't here right now. And Mitch Hedberg and Geraldo and all these other monsters that we lost. So this is an incredible benefit. And it, through the money that we've raised, his mother's been able to get a condominium and she's living great. She doesn't have to worry about anything, the only thing, and that's really a belief of mine that when somebody passes and their family members are, the only thing they should have to deal with is the grief of it, which unfortunately you never totally get past, but they shouldn't also have to deal with all this other stuff, which is why we continue to do the benefit, because I always hated when I was coming up when there was an unexpected death and the person had a family and all of that type of shit. It's like you do one benefit and it's like, okay, here's your bag of loot. Try to make this last for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 fucking years. I don't know. So that's why we continue to do it. Plus, it keeps the memory of him alive and all of his comedy out there. That is the hope anyways. Okay, so now on to the advertising. TheBlackTux.com. All right, looking great for a wedding or special event has never been easier with BlackTux.com. With high-quality rental suits and tuxedos, why is this itchy? Delivered to your doorstep. The Black Tux is giving guys a new way to rent. And get this, the Black Tux offers free home try-ons so you can see the fit and feel the quality of your suit months before your event. Dude, these fucking companies, man, this is like, you're not going to have to leave your house anymore. You can get food sent to your house, wine sent to your house, and a fucking tuxedo. And God knows whores have always been willing to come to your fucking. There's your evening right there. This is a final piece of the puzzle. Like you're putting together a championship team. All you were missing was the fucking tuxedo. You go to Blue Apron to get your fucking food, right? You go to fucking Loot Crate to get your T-shirt that you're gonna wear underneath all the bullshit. You go to fucking something MeUndies, right, to get your sexy Greg Louganis on, right? And then you got the fucking Roger Moore, right? Sean Connery tux. How do you do this? It's the best part. It's just done completely online. No trips to the tuxedo shop required. The Black Tux. Oh, that's the worst when you go to the tuxedo shop. There's always that guy who's been there for like forever, and he's got that fucking tape measure around his fucking neck, whatever the fuck you call that thing. You know those people don't clean their ears to the point that everything just turns black in there? Looks like somebody lit a firecracker off in both their fucking ears. Sorry. TheBlackTux.com lets you create your look or choose from tons of styles, selected outfits starting at just $95. These suits have a modern fit and are made from the fine Italian wool, the highest quality on the rental market. You're going to buy a fucking wool suit? Okay. And if you have any questions or issues, they're expert. Yeah, why is this itchy? There's got to be some new kind of wool, like made out of modal or something. And if you have any questions or issues, their expert customer care has your back every step of the way. After ordering, your suit will arrive 14 days before your event. Why don't I pay attention to commas? After ordering, comma, your suit will arrive 14 days before your event. That's a full 2 weeks to try it on and make sure everything fits. If anything is less than perfect, the Black Tux will send you a free replacement right away. When your event's over, just drop your rental back in the mail. Shipping is free both ways. How easy is that? To get started now, visit theblacktux.com/Burr, B-U-R-R, and experience a new way to rent. Theblacktux.com/Burr. All right. CISO. So, fuck you, man. All right, CISO is the place for comedy. They won't tell you how amazing they are, but I will. CISO is amazing. See? So I just feel like, it wasn't my fault. Anybody says CISO is I don't know, they don't take responsibility for their actions. But CISO, anybody does that is going to see some amazing content. See that? It's comedy for nerds. By comedy nerds. CISO, spelled S-E-E-S-O, Sierra, Echo, Sierra, Oscar, is the new ad-free streaming service bringing you a hilarious original series, hand-picked classics, weeks of stand-up specials, and more. Bingeable comedy anytime, anywhere. CISO. Every episode of SNL ever, including new episodes the day after they air. The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. Late Night with Seth fucking Meyers the day after it airs. And they even have classics like 30 Rock, Parks and Recreation, and Saved by the Bell. 30 Rocks is a documentary on crack cocaine, Even British comedies like The Original Office with Ricky Gervais. He's got a beer. He's out of control. The entire Monty Python catalog. The It Crowd and Steve Coogan as Alan Partridge. Discover the big names in comedy and watch the icons before they made it big. Like Louis C.K. when he had hair. There was no reason to do that. Fuck you. Like the original You when you had a life. Chelsea Peretti. Amy fucking Schumer. Bo Burnham, and so many more. Critically acclaimed originals and exclusive content like Harmon Quest, created by comedian Dan Harmon, and Funny as Hell, a variety show featuring such comedians as Jim Jeffries and Hannibal Buress. If you're serious about comedy, you got to try CISO. Stream it anytime, anywhere, on any virtual device. Is it me or is this ad way too fucking long? CISO is ad-free, just $3.99 per month. That's less than what you paid for a latte or an artisan cold brew coffee you're holding right now, you bearded cunt. And right now, my listeners can try CISO for free for 2 months when you use the promo code Burr to check it out. Shows you can't get anywhere else, from critically acclaimed original series to all 40-plus years of SNL. That's why I'm getting it right there. CISO is the only place that offers every episode ever made, and new episodes the day after the air. Just go to CISO.com right now to sign up for 2 months for free with the promo code Burr at checkout. That's CISO.com, promo code Burr. Check it out. You can do it for fucking free. Oh, look who's here. Our old friends. Ba-doop, boop, boop. Me-undies. Doctors who don't wear shoes. Boo-doop, doop, doop. Me-undies. Ricky Gervais drinks brew when he fucking hosts the Golden Globes. How do his balls feel? Nobody knows. But if he had on MeUndies, his voice would even be higher when he made fucking fun of fucking Mel Gibson. Oh, yeah. All right. MeUndies. Picture a world where putting on a new pair of underwear isn't just fresh. That's fucking gross. You know what I mean? As opposed to what? Day-old balls hanging in the things. You're stepping into a better day. Think about it. Underwear is the first thing you put on, the last thing you take off, unless you're Matthew McConaughey. Why would you settle for anything less than the best feeling underwear on the planet? Please include all of the following points. I always include them. If you write it, I will read it. If you build it, they will come. MeUndies focuses solely on producing the most comfortable underwear you've ever experienced. It's just, what is going on with other people's underwear? It's attacking my ass crack over here. My friends at MeUndies, we're not friends. I never met these fucking people. Sent me a few pairs a while back, and now I can't imagine wearing anything else. Of course I can, okay? I'm a very fluid person, all right? If I don't have MeUndies, I'll wear my Hainsies or my Fruit of the Loomsies. It's really easy. It really makes each day that much better. For the price of 2 cocktails, MeUndies will, hey, 2 cocktails. Home pours, we talking, or out at a fucking bar? MeUndies will deliver your new pair of favorite underwear right to your doorstep. Better day guarantee. You try them on. If they're not the most comfortable, best feeling fucking underwear you've ever had, they'll refund you and let you keep your first pair for free. Included in the price is the sweet touch of modal. Creepy! A special fabric made with the best-in-class raw materials that are scientifically proven to be 3 times softer than cotton. Scientifically proven by what? The scientists that you hired that are on your payroll? Maybe it's only 2.5 times. Who knows? I'll let my balls be the judge of that. Your uber cozy undies are sold exclusively on MeUndies' website, where you'll enjoy free shipping in the U.S. and Canada. For a limited time, everyone in my audience gets 20% off their nut cradlers. They also make them for women, too. But you have to go to our special URL, MeUndies.com/Burr. With the MeUndies Better Day Guarantee, you have nothing to lose, so don't wait any longer. Go to MeUndies.com/Burr right now, 20% off your order. That's MeUndies.com/Burr. No longer will your balls fall out the side of your underwear with this snug fit. And if they do, MeUndies will, I don't know what they'll do. But all I know is it's going to be the sweetest, softest ball roll to the left or the right, depending on where your junk is, that you ever felt in your life before it starts its free fall down to your fucking kneecap. All right, that was disgusting, Bill. It was disgusting. It wasn't socially redeemable, and I don't think anybody became a better person listening to it. All right, so is that the podcast? That is the podcast. Now, when I get off the podcast, I'm going to go look at these barefoot doctors. I can't fucking believe the misrepresented that fucking site. They have some guy sitting there, right, with the gay cut T-shirt, and I'm sitting there thinking, like, all right, this is going to be for angry fuckos like me. And it's for a bunch of women who, every time their boyfriend says, hey, I don't feel like going to see that movie tonight, I'd rather stay in, they go, oh, they go and they eat a fucking death by chocolate fucking thing. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm complaining about anymore. I really don't. I'm just freaking out because I got a kid coming. I would just like the kid to show up already, so I can get on with that part of my life, I suppose. This is literally what it's like sometimes. This reminds me, obviously, to a much emotionally heightened state than this, but I always remember when I would be standing the side of the stage and it was just a fucking brutal crowd, and I knew that they were going to scream and yell the entire fucking show, and it was just going to be 45 minutes of pure fucking hell. I always remember just the worst part was not going out there. It was waiting. The second I got out there, I didn't give a shit, because it's just like every second I'm out here is I am a second closer to this fucking being over. It's like doing cardio. Getting on the fucking thing and doing it is not a fucking problem. It's the stretching beforehand. Putting on the workout clothes, dragging your ass over the machine. The second you get on the thing, literally 30 seconds into it, you're listening to your tunes, you're having a good fucking time. Everything is fucking great. It's the getting there, at least for me. And you know what? I think that's, something that we can all relate to. Is it? I don't fucking know. Anyways, I started to watch the Celtics last night against Utah. I got to watch that one because I think the Bruins are playing today. And I'm trying to do this. I'm going to watch every Bruins and every Celtic game that I possibly can. It's fun. I got to tell you something. I never realized, because I haven't watched it in so long, when you watch NBA hoop, it's so easy to start to get to know your team because they got a starting 5. You know what I mean? Patriots, you got 11 guys on offense, 11 guys on defense. Basketball has five starters that play. They start both ways, offense and defense. Run down the fucking court. Now you're on defense. You know? I guess the Bruins just have a starting line, and then they're starting 2 defensemen. That's 5, and they got a goalie. But the thing about how many? I don't even know how many fucking players are on a hockey team. How fucked up is that? All these years of watching. I know, like football, there's like 41, 42 people. You know, of which if you know like 10 of them, you kind of know your fucking team. What do you guys think? I'm going to say there's like 25 guys. Well, let's see. There's 4 fucking lines. 4 lines. 3 guys on a line, that's 12. You got 2 goaltenders, that's 14. And then you got like what, 8 defensemen? Something like that? 6 to 8? Yeah, I'm going to say about 25. And then you got like the guys who don't get in the game. You know, with the whose hockey stuff doesn't smell at all. At least their practice stuff probably smells, I'm sure. How many players on a hockey team? I'm going to say 25. Under the NHL rules, each team is allowed to have up to 18 players with an additional 2 goalkeepers for a total of 20. That's it. Well, there's really no excuse for me not knowing. That's only 20 players, right? That's when you're on a crazy level of a sports fan, is if you can name all fucking 20 players on your hockey team and all, 11 guys on the basketball team, just for the simple fact that they fucking overlap, I would say. And by the way, my wife taped these Sports Jeopardies that were hosted by Dan Patrick. Judging by some of the questions, it was a little dated, but I was like, finally, a Jeopardy I'm going to do well on. And I still got my fucking ass kicked because it was fucking hard shit. Like, who was they had like bankrupt teams that went bankrupt. You had to know the owner's name. If you know the owner's name, it's like you're watching fucking sports talk radio and all of that shit. Give me a fucking break. What's wrong with you? You know, I'll tell you right now, our special team fucking coach. You get to that level. You know what? I'm just babbling here. I don't have fucking time to do this. All I was doing was checking in on you. That's the podcast. Have a great weekend, you cunts. And no. Why? You know what? Why do I say that? You know why I fucking say that? Because I'm defensive. If I actually said something nice to you, I'll be, what are you, a fucking softie? Right? Then my shoulders start coming up. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I can't do this. I can't fucking do this. Have a great weekend, you fucking cunts. All right? And I say that in the most loving way possible. All right? Did that make you uncomfortable? Good. Welcome to my fucking world.